I've been waiting for a series like this to start up, you know, no mods, stock boats, so it's all about the actual racer, and, you know, just anybody can join in and do it. So I think it's been great. You know, the closed course racing is a lot of fun too, but there's a lot more money involved. It's a lot harder to get started up in that. This is just real easy to jump into. So we've got a lot of great racers out here. It's been a lot of fun so far.
Came upon the series with a friend of mine and came out and watched a couple of the races, the Daytona and the Pahokee, and I really was impressed by the organization of P1 and AquaX, and I watched the skis to see which one I wanted to buy. Decided the Cowie was what was good for me, purchased it, and 2 weeks ago I bought it, put it in the water a few times, and showed up.
We're lining up for the Aquacross Super Pole Moto number 1, and we have a great start here in Florida Space Coast. We are underway. Green flag. Number 74, Scott Dolly, is out in front and manages to gain the hole shot. Number 361, Eric Lagopoulos, is moving into challenge for the lead early on. On board with number 130, Kurt Ningsay. Oh, he's in trouble. He's pinned the throttle and just can't hold on. Looks like somebody just hit the eject button. On board with multi-time world champion number 361, Eric Lagopoulos. He's out to make up for a disappointing last round held on Lake Okeechobee, where he suffered some mechanical issues. It looks like he's back in the game today. Making easy work of the rough water here off of Cape Canaveral. Scott Dolly running flawlessly out front. Number 48, McKercher, in the 250 class is trying to stay ahead of the fleet, but number 93, Schandelmeyer, is closing the gap fast. Mike Gast in the 250 class on board number 40. All of these guys are running stock personal watercraft with only some minor handling modifications allowed. They run timed heats plus 1 lap. This photo is 15 minutes plus 1 lap. It's all about endurance as number 88, Ron Levy, manages to air out his Yamaha FX SHO. These guys are feeling it out there today in these choppy waters. Here we are back with the current 300 class leader, number 74, Scott Dolly. His Kawasaki Ultra is just shredding through the water. Uh-oh, he's popped the lanyard, which will pull him out of commission just long enough for number 93, Jeremy Schandelmeyer, to pass on the outside and steal the lead in his Sea-Doo RX-TX 260. Number 88, Levy's having a great run this season and remains dominant in the class. He's the current championship points leader in the 250 category. As we look at number 41, Kelly Belval on his Kawasaki in the 200 class. Here we have number 711, Wassum, battling it out for second place with number 74, Dolly. Both getting huge air in the short course here in Cape Canaveral. And the white flag is out. 1 lap to go, and Schandelmeyer maintains his lead. As he comes along the beach side, airing the boat out, coming towards the start-finish line, he takes a checkered flag and the win. Let's take a look at the race results for Super Pole Moto number 1 in the 300 classes. Schandelmeyer, followed by Dolly and Wassum. In the 250 classes, Levy, McKercher, and Brochet, and Gorey in the 200s.
It was pretty good. Those are more of the conditions that I'm used to. Definitely a lot more rough than Pahokee, and not quite the in the surf, you know, riding through waves like we had over in Daytona. So that's usually what I deal with over in the Tampa Bay area. So for me, I liked it a lot. I'm used to doing long distance endurance rides, so that was definitely more my style. Today is looking pretty gnarly. I guess we have 30-knot winds rolling in here. There's some clouds coming in right now, so it's supposed to be pretty crazy out there. I don't know if anyone's gonna be ready for today, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we all do well.
Yesterday really took its toll on me. The water conditions were real rough, so it's a lot of endurance, and I could feel it by the end. I was really tired by the end of that. If it's rougher, it's going to be tough, because just that endurance and taking that beating yesterday and then trying to recover for today, and now we're doing an hour today. Yesterday was just 15 minutes, and that seemed like a whole day. I hope I can stay on and keep this thing rolling, and we'll see what happens in the end, if I can dig it out of me and make this thing happen.
It's time for Moto number 2, and we're back on board with number 361, Lagopoulos. The green flag goes and they are underway. Good start here in Cape Canaveral. Nice clean line as the boats all head towards turn number 1. Again, number 74, Dolly with the hole shot, but Lagopoulos is chasing Dolly down and keeping him in his sights. AquaX is inviting to riders of all skill levels. All it takes is some safety equipment and you can race with these pros and amateurs here in AquaX, where it's the skill of the rider, not the size of the checkbook, that makes the difference. Lagopoulos is checking his surroundings. You can see just how physically fit these guys need to be to maintain control of their watercraft in these conditions. As we look at our helicopter shot, you can see just how much airtime these guys get. Keep in mind they're running for a half hour plus 1 lap in this moto. Number 41, Kelly Belval on his Kawasaki STX 15F, and he's doing a great job hanging in there in the 200 class. Back with number 361, Lagopoulos. Oh no, he pops his lanyard, causing his boat to stall. He gets it back up and running, but that's going to cost him a position. Eric Lagopoulos is back underway, but he's got some catching up to do now. Number 74, Dolly, is still in the lead position, but number 112, Cody Hawkins, is taking advantage of Lagopoulos' misfortune and moves into second position. Hawkins is gunning it in an attempt to steal the lead. Number 150, Sean Hagen in the 250 class on his brand new Sea-Doo RXT 215. Back on board with Lagopoulos. In the meantime, Hawkins has made a pass over Dolly and has moved into the lead position. And the white flag is out. Levy's just slashing through the water, fending off the number 48 McKercher and trying to maintain maximum championship points. Number 407 Roche in the 250 class drives by Belval in the 200 class. And we have a yellow flag on the course as the number 711 has succumbed to mechanical issues which will take him out of the race. Number 66, AquaX's First Lady, Ashley Sponigal, has fought her way through each round and is hanging in there with the guy. She's certainly one tough lady and has definitely proven herself. McKercher on the number 48 boat is making light work on these rough waters. We have a real battle going on in the last straightaway between number 112 Hawkins and number 74 Dolly. Oh, and it's a close finish as Dolly, who is just out of the screenshot, and Hawkins crosses the finish line. Both racers believe they've won. Unfortunately for Hawkins, Dolly manages to take the win with what was probably one of the most exciting finishes of the series so far. Let's take a look at the heat results. Dolly takes the win and Hawkins comes in second, Lagopoulos in third in the 300 class. In the 250 class, it's Levy, McKercher, and Hagen, and in the 200 class, Kelly Belval. And the boats are lined up for moto number 3. Good clean lineup, and we have a green flag. I'm sure Hawkins will be out to regain his win over Dolly in this race. Let's see how that unfolds. As we go on board with Eric Lagopoulos, out front to an early lead is number 74, Dolly. As the fleet compresses, heading towards turn number 1, out front is Dolly, but coming up hard on the outside is Eric Lagopoulos in second place. And coming up in third place is Hawkins, and he's coming up hard. Dolly has the clean water. Lagopoulos on the outside. Coming up hard on the inside is Hawkins. He is now trying to run down Lagopoulos. Here he comes. He is now side by side. Hawkins is driving by Lagopoulos. What a battle for second place. Hawkins now in second. Lagopoulos in third place. Schandelmeyer now coming up hard on the inside. Schandelmeyer sticks the turn, trying to move into third place. And we go back on board with Lagopoulos, now in third place. Still out front, number 74, Dolly, keeping the pace from the last moto, but he has got Hawkins coming up hard on his inside. Another heated battle in the 250 class between number 48 McKercher and number 88 Levy, with McKercher pulling ahead. McKercher on his Sea-Doo, number 48, getting past Ron Levy. And we've had a change of position in the 300 class. Here's a beautiful shot of our new leader, Hawkins. He got by Dolly and is now in the lead. Making easy work of this water here off of Cape Canaveral, as he once again drives by Dolly. Dolly clearly having some problems way off of his earlier pace as he continues to fall back. Back on board with Eric Lagopoulos. Looking back, he's in second place as he makes his way around the one left-hand turn on the race course. As we go back to Jeremy Schandelmeyer, now running in third place. Number 150 Hagen and number 255 Thornton making their way around turn 3. And the white flag is out in his third and final heat. Hawkins maintains his lead right now in the 300 class, and number 407 Brochet takes a wide turn, allowing Hawkins a clear lane on the inside. Levy is pushing hard in the 250 class as he got by McKercher. He is now in the lead in the 250 class. As they approach the start-finish line, this time Hawkins takes a definite win, and he is very happy. Lagopoulos runs an impressive race, coming in second. Nice comeback for sure. Let's take a look at the race results in our third and final moto. Hawkins takes the win with Lagopoulos in second, and Schandelmeyer in third in the 300 class. In the 250 class, it's Levy, Brochet, and McKercher, and Belval finishes out in the 200 class.
It was tough. It was attrition. I think 3 riders shined up yesterday to race, and only one was left today between boat troubles, and I think the other one got injured. It was rough. I've never rode a bull for 8 seconds, but I sure felt like I was riding a bull out there today.
After the first couple laps, I was kind of beat, but you know, at the end of the day, you're out there for a race and endurance, and got to think like I do when I'm out there. Just keep going. It's all for fun. It's all for fun.
You know, it's tough for sure, and it took a lot. You had to dig deep to do it, but fortunately, training and fitness was there. You know, some of us work really hard for this, and you know, we were up for the test and went out every moto. And unfortunately, I didn't get the greatest starts a couple times, and I had to come from the back, and it, you know, kind of took a toll up front, but paced myself and made it happen for sure.
Let's take a look at the season standings with 3 rounds in the books. In the 300 classes, Thornton, Wassum, and Lagopoulos. In the 250 classes, Levy, Brochet, and Hagen. And in the 200 class, Kelly Belval.